For a great cup of joe, there's one thing you should know. Your morning brew can also be playful. Buff Boy Brewing guys make the temperature rise, and you surely feel naughty when you swallow our coffee. If you want some real heat, give your mouth a fine treat. You will want some more, rest assured. Buff Boy Brewing, you can't get enough of.
It's time for The Scribble, your weekly fix of celebrity chats, bizarre stories in the news, and basic random chatter with best-selling author and syndicated radio host Jeremy Bradley. Make sure your seat is in the upright and locked position and your barf bag is securely in place. Here's Jeremy Bradley.
Thank you very much, Larson. Jeremy Bradley here. This is The Scribble. You know, it's Jeremy Bradley here right now. Bonnie Winters, our executive producer, will be joining me in, literally a minute and a half. Because back by popular demand, see, it's always funny. If this is your first time listening, shame on you. But when we have Bonnie Winters on, typically I don't tell her what we're going to be talking about. Even though she's an executive producer, she will plan some of the segments, for our different, our radio shows and everything like that. But with the podcast, when she's on one of the segments, I don't tell her why I'm calling her and what she's going to talk about. And a lot of times she doesn't even know that she's going to be on the show, that we're taping a segment in that moment. So Bonnie is going to talk about childhood beliefs and thoughts and, what she believed as a kid, right? Because sometimes you think really just strange things when you're growing up. And I'll tell her, we'll have that discussion. And then also, I'm going to put her on the spot and say that she texted our group that she has some sort of big announcement that she's wanting to make on the show today. And I'm going to see how she handles that. So we're going to just F with Bonnie for the next 30 minutes this week on The Scribble. And it starts right after this.
Who are the Kardashians feuding with now? What did that little thug Justin Bieber do this time? Who's getting hitched? And who's headed for Splitsville? Hear the latest celebrity news and gossip every day on Entertainment Wrap-Up. The good, the bad, the ugly, but mostly the ridiculously hilarious. It's all recapped in this daily segment at entertainmentwrapup.com. Have a laugh at the expense of the rich and famous when they take themselves way too seriously. It's 3 minutes of time-wasting fun at entertainmentwrapup.com. Check out Entertainment Wrap-Up at entertainmentwrapup.com. Brought to you by Speak Free Books.
Back by popular demand, everybody. Bonnie Winters is joining us on the line. Bonnie Winters, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing just fine, JB. How are you today?
I'm soberish.
Oh,
yeah, a little bit.
That's unusual.
A little bit here and there. Let's talk about childhood. I know you've got a wicked memory with things from the past, but... What? Don't you? Or no, you don't remember if you do. So,
depends.
Tell me.
Selective.
Did you have any odd childhood beliefs or fears?
Well, that is a good question. Let me think. No.
Oh, well. There you go, everybody. Bonnie Winters joining us on the line. We'll be right back. No, so you didn't... Nothing odd, nothing that you kind of thought was strange now as you're in your twilight years.
Well, gosh, that was so long ago.
No, I get that.
I wish you'd give me a heads up on some of those questions. So I can, kind of think back and revisit those days in my memory.
All right.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
I mean,
do you have one?
Oh, I've got a bunch of them.
Not that old.
No, but then tell me, do you remember what was Lincoln like or Washington? Wwhat were they? Were they funny? Were they? I mean, let's try to dig up those memories.
That's really bad. Come on.
I had some childhood beliefs. Okay, it's not always about me, Bon, but okay, this one time I'll allow it. A couple things. I thought that traffic lights, red, yellow, green lights. I thought that those were controlled by people under the streets, because I didn't understand how the lights could just sort of change on their own. So I thought that there was somebody actually controlling them. And then, similarly, I also thought the weather was controlled, because how did the people know that it was going to rain tomorrow? Right? Because I was a 4 or 5 year old. I don't understand satellite and all that stuff. So I thought that there was like a big control panel that they said, okay, we're going to make it snow tomorrow.
Aw, isn't that cute?
I am.
Aw.
I am. Yeah. Okay, so those are childhood beliefs. Fears, none. Oh, and I also a childhood belief was I thought that the airport, like our airport, was like the end of the world because it was just. I always thought that it just ended there, like the land or whatever ended there because why else would a plane need to go up and then far away? Like it was because again when you're at the airport and it's all fenced in and you just see all the flat land, you just see these planes going up and away. So you just think that there's nothing over there. It's just empty. So those were my thoughts. Have you Googled one that you can share? I mean,
well, I do remember one fearful thing when I was a little kid. And I mean, I was really little because there were streetcars in Winnipeg at the time. Wow, am I aging myself or what here?
Well,
but I was like really little, like I was a little toddler. And I remember when the streetcar things that used to hook up to the electrical wires, sometimes they'd fall off and they'd have to stop the streetcar, and the driver would have to run out with this big long stick and push the arm back up onto the electrical wires, and then he'd run back in and away we go. And I was so scared of those big long arms that hooked up with the wires, and because it was electrical, I was afraid to touch anything inside the streetcar because I thought I'd get electrocuted.
You were a young child and there was electricity.
Oh, ouch! We had evolved beyond the kerosene lamp. There were switches, light switches,
I'm just thinking, I didn't realize that horses were electric. I mean,
I feel so. Oh. There are no words. Oh, you're so bad. You really are.
If you're wondering why she's so giggly, in the last segment that we just recorded, she admitted to being on her second glass,
come on now.
of wine.
Oh, my goodness.
And then you should have heard what she said about fat people on TV. I mean, that was even
now, stop
worse.
it. You just stop it. You know what? I still am very, well, how can I put it?
Oh, don't leave me hanging like that. I'll feed a straight line there.
Yeah, it's a very tender subject, being overweight, because as you know, when we first met, I was extremely overweight, and I worked on it for quite some time and lost all the weight that I needed to lose to make my doctor happy.
The dead doctor, or no?
No, this was this one's still. I've been kicking.
Because skeletons are the most judgmental.
So yeah, it was a tough time, and I do realize that it is important to keep the weight down and look after your body.
Bonnie's referring to, we did the Great Weight Loss Challenge back when I had just started on the radio, and we had this.
Yeah, the one where JB kept bringing in Jeannie's cakes while I was trying to lose weight. I mean, that was such a trigger for me.
Well, then fine. So then the next day I brought in a deep fryer. But the whole concept was for every 100 pounds that she, no, for every, sorry, 5 pounds that she lost, I would donate money to a hospital. Thankfully, didn't cost me a thing.
I'm still waiting.
And, well, I mean, I'm going into retirement already at this point, but, and so it was funny because there was this challenge that every week she would come into my office. We would have to have it like locked. You'd think that like a Kardashian or Bieber was in the building, that the door had to be closed. There couldn't be. She didn't want people seeing the dial of the scale going around more than once, right? That was kind of the thing. So we had to do this under, tight security. And even when I every time I recorded the fact that, the dial went all the way around once and then sprung back, and then sometimes the scale cried. But I couldn't even keep the recorded weight in the office. She didn't even, because she absolutely thought people were going to go through drawers and look for her recorded. This is how full of herself Bonnie Winters is.
I was slightly embarrassed and working hard at it, and some weeks were better than others, and you know who I have to thank.
We're out of time. We're out of time, but we don't even. If it's me, fine. Give me. I'll skip the commercial break if it's me.
She's one of your favorites.
Reba McEntire.
No, close. Close. Dolly Parton.
Oh, Dolly.
I have her to thank for my weight loss.
Well, you're fairly chesty yourself.
No, not in that regard.
Oh.
No, you know what she said? And it just triggered something in me. She loves her food, and she would try to give up some of her favorite food. She couldn't do it, didn't want to do it. So she decided that she would still eat all her favorite foods. She ate everything she liked. She just ate less. Portion control. That's what I did. And I did more walking and things like that. But it was mainly the portion control. And I just kept thinking of what Dolly Parton said. I have her to thank for losing all the weight.
The food drawer that I had in my office. Remember when you pried that open when I was out of town?
Yeah, exactly, because I sure wouldn't thank you for my weight loss.
But this is the funny thing. So, Bon, you were very quick to blame others, as you did earlier when you just said that I brought in cake.
Oh, you bet. Yeah.
But the funny thing was, so I'm out of town. I have a drawer of food in my office that is locked. Mm-hmm. It's not like I'm going into Bonnie's office and waving it under her nose. I'm not skipping by, throwing icing and sprinkles past her doorway. I'm not even in the I'm not even in the same city, ladies and gentlemen. And she's blaming me.
You email me a lot. Oh, in my drawer, I have a nice little box of, and yes, right. You were always taunting me. It was your fault. It was all your fault.
But then when she loses weight, it's Dolly Parton.
I don't mind passing the blame on to you at all. I have no trouble with that. I've worked with you long enough. I've earned it.
Earlier, Bonnie hates fat people. If you're just tuning in, she said that. You just heard her say, everybody, say that she is better than you.
I can empathize.
She is better than you.
With being overweight.
She called you.
Definitely empathize.
She called you lazy. She called you slobs. I'm just, it's on tape. I can't even.
Close.
Yeah.
Not even close.
And listen. See, she doesn't even deny it. She does not even deny it.
Look how hard I worked. Come on, I was not lazy when we worked together ever. I even did some of your work.
Yes. By the way, everybody, our work was sitting, reading, and talking. So yes, if there's anything that burns calories.
And writing.
Well, there you go. So
those little fingers just flew across the keyboard.
So she has strong fingers, everybody. There you go.
I always had very slim fingers, very tiny fingers.
Where do we go from there, Bon?
Can we go on to something else?
We do have to go to a commercial. Is there anything you'd like to talk? Anything you'd like to share? Anything you'd like to comment on?
I don't want to share another thing. Thank you very much.
Okay, we'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Terrific.
Isn't it crazy that you wait for payday, but before you know it, you're strapped for cash again? It's time to stop blowing your money and become a smart spender with the book, The Official Guide to Being an American Cheapskate at cheapskatebook.com. Learn simple ways to cut costs at home every day and during special times of the year. Don't go broke at Christmas. Don't remortgage the house for a fancy vacation. The book is filled with tips to save you money throughout the year. Check out the best-selling book, The Official Guide to Being an American Cheapskate at cheapskatebook.com or on Amazon and iTunes.
Ever had something to get off your chest but never had the balls to say it? That's a load of crap. SpeakFreeWithJB.com is exactly what you've been waiting for. Your chance to tell it like it is and not care what anybody else thinks. Have your say on issues of the day. Join newspaper and radio columnist Jeremy Bradley as he tells it like it is. Hundreds of thousands of people have stopped by, including some well-known celebrities who have had a chat with JB and speak candidly about what's really going on in the world. You can join them too. Have a rant or a rave. Be brave and head on over to www.speakfreewithjb.com now.
Okay, so what's your news? What's your news? Go ahead.
That's it. What did you have in mind? What's going on?
You're the she's been in broadcasting.
Talk to me. What is it?
She's been in broadcasting a long time. She knew Jack Parr. She knew before even television was in color. I tell you, she knows broadcasting. She knows what a tease is. She texted the group and said, "I have an announcement to make on the show." So Bonnie, we called you. Go ahead.
I don't have an announcement, seriously. But when you mentioned TV,
it had
color. I actually do remember.
All right, here we go.
Dad bought a color TV. It was wonderful. Boy, we've come a long way.
Okay, so everybody, the text group text that she sent had that red exclamation mark, meaning important, and
JB,
I have,
come on.
and we still it's like pulling her dentures out to get the news here.
No.
So what is this groundbreaking news? Like, do I just hold on? Let me call your kids.
Don't bring my kids into this.
Are you pregnant? Like, what is the news, Bon?
Oh, now wouldn't that be news? Yes. No news. Seriously.
That's a story for Ripley's. No news at all. Okay.
You caught me off guard. I was sitting watching TV, having a really nice, relaxing evening with hubby, glass of wine or two, and just enjoying the evening. And then all of a sudden, your name pops up.
Oh, they were getting intimate. I see what happened. Okay, and then? Is that lights your fire there, eh, Bon? Wow.
Okay, we have to stop this now. Seriously.
Now, okay, let me get your opinion on this one, because we absolutely work in a very inappropriate workplace. And, nowadays with the whole, overly sensitive society, people are offended so easily. I've always said that if anybody is that uptight, they should not work with us, or not work with creatives just in general. What are your thoughts?
Oh, gosh, you're absolutely right. Like, we're bouncing off the walls half the time. And, yeah, we always move our lips before actually thinking first, right?
That's how she had two kids, everybody. Yeah. See? She's a mother of two, ladies and gentlemen. This is how it gets started. Teenage girls. All right. So teenage girls, here's Bonnie's advice. Move your lips if you want him to like you, is what she's saying. And gay boys, gay guys out there, if you want his attention, you move your lips, okay? That's Bonnie's sage. And she is a grandmother. She is a grandmother, ladies and gentlemen.
I did not win for losing with you.
But I'm just, you see, these are things that would have made her blush and fan herself. She would blame one of those.
Poor listeners. I feel for them. My gosh, what they must go through listening to your program.
But the funny thing, though, is, you know what they're going through? Who produces the program, Bonnie Winters? There we are. Yeah, there we are. But no, I have
a choice in producing
it's funny thing, right? See, she's broke. She needs the money. And,
you always have final say, and you know it.
Yeah, and that's why the show is entertaining. So I just think that...
I don't know why I'm here. I'm just your punching bag, right?
Move your lips, Bon. Move your lips.
And that's going to sound like
Well, here we are. Listen to this. Now she's condoning. Now she's condoning domestic abuse. Everybody, here you are. There you are.
Exactly.
Wow. Listen to this. So let's just recap. Bonnie doesn't like overweight people. She says.
I'm so tired.
Teenagers, she wants you to move your lips if you want people to like you. So there you go.
There's some days are over. Oh, thank goodness.
But think about how, because again, we worked at a previous office before doing this little dog and pony show, and I think there is the inappropriateness that actually made the workday fun.
absolutely. We were bad. We really were.
Oh, yeah. See,
I know.
I was a bad boy. Bonnie, go ahead.
Oh, gosh.
The workplace that we were in was so, I mean, we had swearing, although your swears, if I recall correctly, were doink and frick, I think, were your swears, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay. So now that we're off the radio and we have no censors, I want to hear Bonnie say, fuck you, Jeremy. Go ahead.
No.
Do it. Just fuck you, Jeremy.
Can't do it.
Come on.
That's enough, Jeremy.
Come on.
Watch your language.
Well, I'll keep punching bagging you and see if that'll prompt it.
That's enough. Hey, we're writers. We can use better words than that. Seriously.
But
That's what always bugged me about those words. You can come up with something better. Anybody can say those words. But no, we were there to make it a little, we tried to make it a higher standard. I don't know if we ever did, but it was so dysfunctional there, wasn't it?
Well, fuck it. But
Shame on
But this is the thing, right? I mean, as we said, creatives kind of just thrive in an unconventional environment, I think. And so I was never concerned about watching. I mean, I've always, truthfully, I mean, I swear when it's like for the comedic value is when I do it. I'm not really, and again, when you're a broadcaster, you sort of have to train yourself to, not say certain words. So you just get into the habit of not saying them, period. And it was a place where when we had meetings that it wasn't uncommon to either have an actual argument, maybe some yelling, and storming out of an office or a door slam or whatever it was, and we just didn't even bat an eye because that was just kind of the workplace that we were in. And
or somebody would throw papers up in the air.
Right, or M&Ms.
Not me.
M&Ms, and then get on all fours and snort them up. I mean, I'm not going to mention who the M&M fiend was, but I think we know who that was, ladies and gentlemen, don't we now? And but no, I mean, I certainly wasn't worried about biting my tongue because I was going to offend a salesperson the salespeople were the most offensive salespeople that we had anyway. But that's
those were the best of days, weren't they? We didn't have to worry about offending someone.
Do you remember the day we were out for lunch? We would take 2-hour lunches, we did, and we were at the mall. Do you remember that we bought an inappropriate item for somebody?
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
We bought a little battery-operated buzzy device.
Okay, where are you going with this?
You don't remember that?
No, you don't want to know. Okay, what's this about?
Well, I still have it, everybody. And so
Oh my gosh.
No, don't you remember that we bought a little I don't remember what it was called, but it was like a all right, you're gonna make me say it. We bought a vibrator for somebody.
Who was it for?
Well, somebody whose initials are RN, and I'm not gonna name names.
Oh, right, okay, yes.
And so, I mean, who buys that
it.
for a
Didn't
right? I bought.
I was just along for the whatever.
She was the enabler, as we call them, and so I bought. We did. We went to the mall. There was a Spencer's gift, I think it was, and I bought these two. I bought one for this person that we're talking about, and then I bought one for myself, just kind of as a joke. I was like, well, I'll be curious about it, and you can't hear it buzzing now, can you? All right. Anyway, so
Thank goodness.
but there's a smile on my face, Bon. It's like the chair hasn't stopped. It's like I feel like I'm on a roller coaster. But the things that we did, we would have wine in the afternoon on Friday. There was one night you didn't come to the strip club with us when I was dragged out with coworkers to the strip club. I mean, who?
I knew better.
Well, because she was up at 7:30 on the stage, so it was a bit of a, her evening job. Let's just say that. But what was your stage name, Bon?
Don't even go there, JB.
Bonnie Fetish, I think it was. Bonnie Fetish.
Oh, you're terrible. Okay, this is just going way down the wrong track here.
Which track do you like it going down, Bon?
Well, definitely not this one. Time to back up.
Okay. Oh, here we go, everybody. Here we are. Mike! Hold on. Yeah. Call Calgary here.
That's enough.
403, right?
What?
I'm just getting the area code to call the kids. They're going to love this.
Go away.
All right. Any final thoughts then on inappropriate workplaces? Are you for or against them?
I'm not going to say.
Just remember who signs the paycheck, Bonnie. All right, so.
Well, I just know who does the editing.
Oh no, we don't edit these. Not at all. No, when you're giving us this gold material, there is no editing done whatsoever. Everybody,
Yeah,
I just want to be clear on that one.
Worse. I know. I've watched you work. I have.
Okay. So now, everybody, as you're listening to this, Bonnie's going to tell us the date. What's the date today, Bonnie?
May the 4th be with you. Yes, I know.
Yeah, it's the summer over here, Bon, as I mentioned, but she's not.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Wow.
What is the date?
Back to the Future is her favorite film. Everybody. What is your favorite movie? You like those black and white Casablanca type films, don't you?
Actually, I do. Humphrey Bogart, one of the best.
She has always supported, those old racist films. She's always been a
Man.
big. Well, aren't they?
You know, you can't even turn around, look to your right, look to your left. It doesn't matter. Somebody will find something wrong with what you've done or said or did or are going to do or are doing. So, yeah.
I'm just going to have to tell everybody that we actually had to edit the part where she said you look to the left, you look to the right, and all you see is colored people. So we had to actually take that out so that we didn't offend anybody listening. That's just, we're covering Bonnie. There's lawsuits and things. It's highly offensive, Bonnie, when you do that.
All the way. You're terrible.
See, listen to this. She never denies it. Have you noticed that, everybody listening? Not once does she deny it. So I'm just saying she blames it in editing, but she doesn't deny it.
Oh well, you know.
All right.
It is what it is.
Yeah. All right. So before you're escorted out, Bond, do you have any final words for our listeners today?
Actually.
All right, we're out of time, and so.
Right. I love it.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Wrap up this segment for us, Bond.
No, you just did. Just jump right in there. I just love it. Oh gosh, you're terrific some days.
Oh dear, she's
others not so much, but
she admires my my perfect teeth that I have now. So.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Aren't they beautiful? Yeah.
I certainly am. I said that to you earlier when I spoke. I called you and I said, you know, being gorgeous is so. Never mind, Bon. You wouldn't get it. Yeah, no, it's just not.
No,
it's not something
would, but
that.
hey, I'm getting new
teeth. Oh, that's right. Bonnie has had extensive dental work. We do have to go. They're yelling at me. We go. Bon, tell us about your horrible, disgustingly gross mouth. Go ahead.
Oh, what do you mean?
You had some. You had your cavity filled, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yes, I did. It was a rough one, but hey, it's doing well now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a soundbite. No, we're gonna I just need a silence there for a second as we soundbite that one. You had your cavity filled. It was a rough one. Good. There we go. We've got that, Tim. We've got it. All right.
Do whatever.
No, don't worry. Just the montage we're gonna pull together after this.
Just leave me out of it.
All
as
right.
much as you can. Okay.
I'm just waiting for her to say "fuck it," everybody. So now that we've pissed away more than half the show, Bond. So we do need to wrap this up and pay some bills with commercials for our own products.
Wonderful.
Yeah. What wine are you drinking? Let's give a product shout out. This could be you, ladies and gentlemen. What's the wine called?
Well, I love my Merlots.
No, I'm saying the brand. I want you to embarrass the brand that makes people like this. Go ahead.
Well, no.
Oh, she's got no problem shouting out, Jeannie's cakes made me fat.
Because that's good stuff. That's Barefoot. I love
Oh, okay. So if you're not familiar, she's into the it's the $4 stuff, I think. She's got double air miles and $4 wine.
Well, why not? You get, more bang for your buck, right? Or that's as close as I'm going to get.
Tim, we got that soundbite? We got that one, too. We're going to add that one to the pile.
Tim, get out of here.
Tim he gave me the thumbs up. There we go. Well, Bon, I keep trying to wrap this up, but you just keep peeling back more bang for your buck, and
No.
I mean.
Okay, ready to wrap up. I gotta run.
There we go. All right, Bonnie Winters, thanks for joining us.
It's been a real slice, JB.
We hear you chirping. Get scribbling. Tweet up the Scribble at The Scribble Show. Join the discussion with Jeremy Bradley. It's all going down right now on Twitter at The Scribble Show and at thescribbleshow.com.
I said at the beginning, you never know what's going to happen when Bonnie Winters joins us. My name is Jeremy Bradley. This is The Scribble. Feel free to give me a shout live at jbonair.com. Live at jbonair.com. Talk to you same time, same place next week. Bye-bye for now.
Want more Scribble? Check out thescribbleshow.com for past shows, celebrity interviews, cheapskate tips, and more. That's at thescribbleshow.com and on Twitter at The Scribble Show. The Scribble is a speak-free media presentation.
If you want some real heat,